We flew him all the way out from Australia. It's the UFC champion, Alexander Volkanovski. And I'm feeding him Venezuelan arepas out of the back of an El Camino on this week's Food Truck Diaries. Let's go.
Make it big, super thick. From my wallet to my check. I don't want it if it's skinny, but I need it if it's thick. Need it thick, girl, for the thick boy. I need everything I get, super thick boy. You ready?
Used to have a model bitch, now I got a thick one. Yeah, I do. Last night went late, yeah, we had a sick one. Yeah, very drunk. Yeah, and I like options, I don't like.
The champ is in the house.
How are you, mate?
What's up, brother?
Oh, nothing much, mate. Just soaking up the victory on a bit of a victory tour.
Yeah, you
So
are on a
enjoy it.
victory tour,
Yeah,
man.
it's always
All
good.
the way from freaking Australia. Fancy seeing you here, man. You're the only guy that I don't work on Sundays. That's my thing. A lot of comics work on Sundays. I'm sure other people in the business work on Sundays. I don't work Sundays, especially Easter Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And then they told me, they're like, dude, he leaves tonight, so if we're gonna do it, because I was on tour, so I couldn't do it any other day. Like, only day you can do is Sunday. I'm like, oh man. So I had to call my girl. I was like, I know we get the kids for Easter and the bunnies and shit, but yeah, I gotta do food truck. I gotta work, babe.
Oh, man, I feel bad now.
You shouldn't though. You shouldn't though, because I thought she's Latina, so I gotta be careful. I gotta be easy, because I don't know if you have Latinas in Australia, but they're fucking spicy, dude.
All right.
They're tough to navigate. But you're one of her favorite fighters.
Oh,
So when I
okay.
told her you were coming on, she goes, "Oh, that's cool.
All
I'll
right,
make you a
sweet.
plate." I'm like, chill. Put your titties back, chill. But it's good to see you, man. I appreciate you doing this.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me. And again, sorry for the days, but yeah, we leave tonight. So
Nah, I mean, dude,
But I
kidding me?
appreciate
This
it.
is great, man. Have you, do you feel pressure now that, I think they get you ranked number 2 pound for pound on, in the world, which is nuts. Do you feel any type of pressure to get out and like, kind of raise your status a little bit? Do you feel that pressure?
I don't know. No, I don't know if it's pressure, man. Look, being champ through how it has been in Australia, through all the lockdowns and all that, it's been a little tough. I haven't
Yeah.
been able to do this.
Yeah.
Because I got to go. You had to go home, do your 2-week quarantines.
You guys
and
were
It was
locked
yeah,
down.
man. It was
Yeah.
It was obviously tough for everyone, but I mean, I couldn't really do it. So right now, soaking it up. I don't mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, oh, did you get over the meet? I don't. I enjoy it because I haven't really had. I can show off the belt a little bit, have a good chat to you guys,
Yeah.
have a bit of banter, good time. So I don't mind. I'm ready to go home, but at the same time, I enjoyed this whole process. And yeah, like I said, I haven't had a chance to really do it.
Yeah, I think it's important to do, but I also feel like the UFC's changed a little bit, and I think it's a little bit of the Conor McGregor effect, because it was in his nature to be so entertaining, outlandish, kind of even bigger than just fighting inside the octagon, and people saw the income and the notoriety that brought. So a lot of fighters are like, oh, that's what I have
That's
to
the
do.
blueprint.
But it's not.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
unless it's in your nature to do that, you don't have to do that, man. And you look at Khabib, massive star,
Yeah,
massive,
exactly.
and he was really humble and just put in work. And I'm not saying you're like Khabib, because you're definitely, obviously way better at English, but also like, you destroy guys and people like to see it. And then you're also, you have an interesting story. So I think, as far as the entertainment side, you don't have to go too far over. Like, you don't have to try, because you are entertaining. But it's more about like just you doing it, because you
Yeah,
don't do it a
man.
lot. That's why, because you're in Australia. So when they told me you're in LA, I'm like, I got to make it happen, man.
Yeah.
When's the next time the champs can be out here?
Well, like, you gotta remember as well. Who do people really remember? The best. You know, what I
The
mean?
best,
You're best
yeah.
at what you do, and
history.
that's it. Again, it's early days. I'm from Australia and things like that. But I mean, at the same time, obviously people you're really jumping on board, and things are really moving now. And it's only up for me. So
Yeah.
I'm planning on big things, massive things this year, and. Yeah, man, it's good. Like I said, just to be able to do what I'm doing, it's good. But I'm going to keep going out there, improving. As I say, I'll raise the bar every time I go out there. Next time you see
Ooh,
me
you
in
looked
there,
good last time.
man, I'm telling you, I'm going to raise the bar again next time.
I feel like it's been a slow, maybe just me. I'm not. I wouldn't say I take a while to jump on somebody's train, but I guess with you, fan, I knew you're a monster, and then I feel like even in the general public, like it was like kind of a slow boil before everyone's like, oh yeah, he's one of the best we have by far. It was like this weird slow boil, and tell me if I'm completely off on this.
you're right.
I think a little bit of your, I don't want to say delay of your superstardom happened because of the Max Holloway stuff. I think Max Holloway, I'll be very upfront, Max Holloway's a buddy of mine. I love Max.
Yep.
Love you.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I hope,
Appreciate
I don't
that,
want you guys to fight now that I know both of you, but I love Max. And I think everybody loves Max.
Yep.
He's beloved. He's a fan favorite. He's a nice
Exactly
guy,
right.
a dad. He's such a good dude. And then when you fought him the first time and took the belt, it just, you know, it's the MMA, you know, fan base.
Yep.
You just kind of got this, I don't know, hate or dislike that wasn't warranted because you're out there, you know, I don't make the fucking decisions. What do you want me to do? I just fight the guy. I won the fight. What do you want me to do? And then you get the second fight, and it's a split decision. And then you have like Dana and Big John who were like, we thought it went the other way. So I feel like that kind of delayed this Australian rocket ship that you're on, and then now you go out there and what you did to Brian Ortega, which is, you know, fight of the year, one of the best fights I've ever seen. And again, I quit saying everybody's my friend, but Brian Ortega and I are super close.
Oh, okay,
we train
yeah.
together really close, and he's a monster. And for you to get out of that guillotine is legendary.
Yeah,
Because
man,
I've seen him put
it's
away
fucking
the baddest of black belts with that guillotine. And for you, I was literally standing up in my chair going, he's fucked.
Yeah.
It's over. And he got out of it, which then I was like, he's a complete badass. So I think the Brian Ortega fight, the fan base was like, he's the real deal. Because, you know, it was a great fight of the year. And then with Korean Zombie, you know, it's the best form you've ever been in. So now it's kind of like your time.
Yeah, man. Look, it's just it's a timing thing as well. If
Yeah.
you go back and you look through history and some of the other champions, a lot of them still are gonna have that problem as well. Like, you know, people are just getting to
Takes a while.
understand them. You know, it does.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you've had big champions before them, and you take a belt off a big champion.
Yeah.
Some people are going to be a bit funny.
their
with that.
feelings hurt.
Especially if you're from Australia. It's like, this Aussie going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
And so it's just that's just how it is. But you know, everyone's obviously jumping on board and.
Yeah, they are. big time.
But I mean, look, and again, Max is a cool dude. He's a chill dude.
He's a
and
good
people
guy.
love him. You know what I mean?
Another guy don't really talk shit.
Yeah.
You guys don't need to. I don't need that from you.
It was even it's funny you talk about that. If you remember the situation he was in, it's pretty similar. Like, it took him a long time for people to get the respect, you know what I mean? And even get a title fight.
100%.
Was it like 10, 11 fights before he could
long
even
time, dude.
fight, you
Yeah.
know, for the title? And people kept doubting him and all that, and then he just shut them all up, proved them
Yeah.
all wrong, and then people were like, oh yeah, this cool, you know, and he was himself the whole way through.
Yep.
And people love that.
Yep.
They just needed a bit of time to get used to that. And that's sort of where I am now, and people are starting to get used to it. And
Yeah, people
so
love
we're
you.
good.
When I told
Yeah.
you to come on the show, people are crunk for it, man.
Oh,
Yeah, they
appreciate
love
it.
you, man.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and man, sky's the limit. So I look up and I'm expecting to do even bigger things, and it's just it's going to roll on.
When you talk about bigger things, you talk about what's next. Obviously, you had that fight against Korean Zombie where you completely outclassed him, and I think it shows your character. I don't know if some people got mad at or whatever online. And I think it was the fourth round when he answered the bell, and you go, "You sure?"
Yeah.
I thought that was you being human, going, "Dude, you don't need to keep doing this, man. Trust me, you ain't gonna win this fight, dude."
Yeah.
And I think it shows your character, it shows how good of a person you are, which only wins you more fans. Then B, we have an issue in MMA because his corner should have never let him go out there for the fourth round, which is an issue in our sport in general.
Yeah, well, that's where it was. It was there. Obviously, no disrespect.
No.
I think what I said to him, "Are you all right?" or something like like, you want to keep doing this, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it
like-
was weird. Like, what did I expect him to say anyway? I don't know why I said it, but that was really me. Like, come on, man, because I sort of knew that he was done. I could see that he was defeated.
In what round?
Well, in that after the third.
Yeah.
Because it took him a while to even get up off the ground.
Yeah.
The ref was obviously.
It was a
Herb
slow get up.
Yeah, he was ready to do it. He sat down, and I could see he was even like playing with his eye, like showing things that you don't want to show the ref.
You don't wanna show any
doctors.
weakness.
You
No.
do, exactly. If I'm sitting there and I want to be in this fight, I'm giving you the best fucking poker face I can.
I'm
You
winning
ain't going
an
to see
Oscar.
nothing.
I'm
eh?
winning an Oscar. You
Yeah,
have no
man,
idea.
100%. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do something. And there was a couple of signs that I seen because I was right there and I was looking. And I could see that he wanted out. I felt
And you
like,
know.
and I knew.
Fighters
And this
know. You
happened,
can look at him like,
I
yeah.
felt, and this is again, no disrespect to them.
No, not
I mean,
at all.
I just mean like they were just not like they're warriors. They're going to keep going, and we all are, and that's just how it is. But I felt like they accepted if the ref stops it, I'm all good with it.
Yeah.
And I felt like that probably in the last two, there was a situation where I seen that where they're like, look, if they stop it, whatever. But I mean, you know, they didn't get me out. All right, fuck it. we're gonna have to go do our thing. But I seen that, and I felt sort of bad at this stage because I was landing some big shots, and he was just too tough for his own good. So that's why I said to him, you know, are you sure you want to do
sure,
this?
man? Yeah,
and then
I thought that showed your
it wasn't
character.
disrespect at all.
No, I didn't take it that way at all. I think people that, I don't know, saw that as disrespect don't know the game, but I think it showed
I didn't
your
know
character.
people actually thought
No,
that.
I don't know, maybe they don't. Maybe it's my own shit.
But I mean, yeah,
I thought it was you showing your character, showing what type of person you are. And then also, again, I know I'm saying how great you are, but you could have absolutely put on even worse. And you kind of held back, to be honest.
When it's hard. Obviously, at the start, like things were going to plan, but that's just the type of fighter I am. I felt like I could have done more a little bit earlier, but I had my team, my coaches. You know, they were telling me, going, look, wait, because he's still looking for that shot. Again, that's why he's
100%.
dangerous, right? Because he'll eat one to give one, and they're always dangerous. And he showed that he's got a chin. He's going to keep eating them, and he's going to find me. So I had to keep making him miss. I wanted to capitalise and go in, follow up on things I was doing. But the team was like, not just yet. Wait, just wait. And then I started getting okay. So that's when I really started to pick it up. But then by that fourth one, I was like, that's why I literally said that. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna try and finish as quick as I can. And went a couple of shots, and I think Herb was ready to stop it. Even like he was like, all right, one more thing, that's it, it's done.
Yeah, he did a great job.
And I think he felt me because I was even saying like, he's done, man, he's done.
Yeah,
I'm looking
man.
at him, he's done. I'm saying that. I'm
Yeah.
sort of saying it to Herb. I'm going, he's done. What he's doing, like that make me go out there and do this again to him, type to him.
You looked phenomenal, and to your coach's credit too. It's, you know, you look at that fight, I think, I don't know, he's a plus 600, something like that. But the reason why that fight's tricky is, you know, he's a kind of a late replacement. You know, supposed to fight Max, and he's a Korean zombie, man. He hits like a Mack truck, and he's gonna be dangerous in those first 2 rounds.
Yep.
So why give him a shot, dude?
Well, that's
you know what I'm saying, like stick and move. And then I knew, because we were doing a Calais fight campaign for it, and watching, like, oh Jesus, the speed difference. This is gonna be the longest night ever in the office for Korean zombie. Like, it's not there, man.
Yeah, well, I sort of like I've talked about this. I sort of knew early that, all right, like this is going to be a rough night for him. Like obviously they all got the puncher's chance, but I knew I was on another level when we talk speed, timing, distance, and all that type of stuff. Probably from the first jab he threw, and that's no disrespect. Yeah, because I remember him throwing
away.
Yeah, for him throwing a jab. I remember the timing of it. Like he thought he was in range, clearly wasn't. I seen it coming. You know what I mean? Just where he thought was the right opportunity. It was just way off.
No, you're like, dude, you're way
and
off.
I was and then again, I seen it was like a lot slower. I was already out. You know, I pretty much had made him throw that jab at the same time. He thought I was in. I was clearly out. So I sort of got a reading. Like you even see me sort of smile then. And again, it's not disrespect. It was me actually going like, all right,
I got this.
This is where.
Yeah, I don't think that's disrespect. I think it's more of a confidence.
Again,
thing.
it wasn't a smile to him because he doesn't know what I'm smiling at.
to
But it was me
yourself
figuring it
going,
out.
we got this, dog.
Okay, yeah.
No,
yeah.
this is going
okay,
down.
this is how it's going to go.
Yeah, so you destroy the Korean zombie. No disrespect. You destroy the Korean zombie, and then now I know you say you want to be active this year. So as I was driving the studio today, I'm going through some of your options, and you tell me where you're at on these. So obviously there's the Max Holloway fight. I think there's going to be a fight in Australia, hopefully, in August or September. That'd be cool. You don't have to travel as far.
Yep.
Just do work there. Max comes to your own backyard. It's an easy fight. Not an easy fight, but I'm saying trip for you. So there's Max Holloway, and you tell me if I'm completely full of shit.
Yeah.
I think for the legacy of Alex the Great, I think we need a fucking stamp on the Max Holloway trilogy.
Yeah, man, look, it's
just to be like, it's over, man.
Yeah.
Whatever happened the first 2, all good. If you beat them decisively, or you stop them, it's like, everybody shut the fuck up.
Look, I'll tell you where I'm at with this now.
Are you even thinking about that, or is that my own weird thing?
No. Like this is where I'm at with it. See, before a lot of it was about proving people wrong and all this, and because again, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be saying that.
Yeah.
But I don't care about that. But now, what's the biggest fight?
For you?
Like, be honest, yeah, Max, right?
For you? For next? Conor
Everyone,
McGregor?
okay, yeah. Well, I mean, you're talking
other than that?
in our division, right? In our division, that trilogy with Max is what everyone's talking about. Most people probably want. Obviously, in Australia, would be great. So that's why I'd make that decision. And again, right now, we don't have anyone else. No clear number one. Until someone does that, people are going to keep throwing Max's name out there. So right now, we would want that. We would want our next fight. What's going to do the best pay-per-views? What does everyone want? And right now, a lot of that's pointed at Max. And I'm the type of guy, I'll fight anyone that's the biggest fight and whatnot. And right now,
Yep.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
We're supposedly got Ortega and Yair fighting.
Yeah,
So if
which is a
that
great
happens
fight.
and then say Yair goes out and wins that, obviously everyone's going to start screaming his name.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that doesn't happen,
No, if Ortega
everyone's going to be
beats him,
screaming
you're in a weird,
Max.
you're in a weird spot. Yeah, I think and you might be right, maybe Max is to me, I'd love to see it. Those fights were great. I want you guys to fight every fucking Saturday. Take my money, UFC. But I think as far as when you talk about big fights, Max is a huge name. We want to see that trilogy, just to see what happens there. But then there's also some other names like Henry Cejudo talking this smack and says, oh, I'm entering the USADA, protocol and I'm coming back. So that could be, you got a guy who's a double champ. He's going to try and fight you at 45. I don't know the demand there. I feel like if there was this huge demand, this is no shade on Henry Cejudo, one of the greatest we've ever seen, one of the absolute best. But I feel like he's been asking to fight for quite some time now. And the demands that he's making, I don't know what they are, but I'm sure it's higher than what he's being paid. If the value was there for the UFC, it'd be done.
Yeah.
We'd have seen it. It'd been done. So I don't know if that comes to fruition. It's an option. If you ask for it, I think maybe the UFC would be like, maybe, or just fight Max. So you got Henry, you got Max.
Yep.
And then you got the outlier, who would be the biggest fight for you, Conor McGregor, because you've taken out all the kings of 45.
You have a champion, exactly right.
And so, but the caveat with that fight, he's not making 45. You seen him lately?
Yeah.
He's
No,
the same size as me. No,
But
we're
I mean,
the same size.
But I mean, for
I'm 240 pounds.
I'll be
250.
I'll be happy moving up for something.
You
like
go to
that,
55
Well, I would
just for
even
a
do
legacy
that's
fight?
another option too. Like, I will see what your take is on that. But the lightweight title as well. And I've been in a position where I haven't ever mentioned me moving up or anything like that because I'm the type of guy you got to earn it. So I'll go back to Henry Cejudo in a second. But like, I haven't called. I've obviously mentioned about maybe moving up. Soon in the near future. I've always mentioned that, but I've never been like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm in a position where I can at least ask for it. Well, I feel like now, 3 title defenses, 4 title fights, 4 wins, but 3 title defenses, and what I've done to the last couple of guys.
Agree.
There's a division right now, if there's time and I want to be active, and at the time is not too bad with the lightweight fight coming up soon, do we fit that in? But then again, that's where I feel, at least that's how I work, I talk about my mentality. You got to earn that shit.
I agree.
So then we talk about Henry Cejudo. And again, he deserves a lot because he's done great things. But I mean, let's be real, in the featherweight division, it's a different story. Could he go straight back into a bantamweight title? Probably. Flyweight title? Probably.
100%.
But I mean, it's hard for me to take that serious when, let's be real. So he would have, while I was fighting, I think when Max got injured, he was putting his hand up, and then he was even given zombie shit for me taking that and things like that. And next minute he's helping him, you know what I mean? So it just shows you a lot of it's going to be, you know what I mean?
That's his thing.
And that's all right.
And he
playing
plays
the
that
game.
He plays
playing
that
the
game.
And I don't mind that.
He's a
That's
great
fine.
guy. He plays the game.
So that's what people need to understand. So why would I do that? Remember, he was acting like he's adamant for this title. He wasn't even in the testing pool.
Yeah.
So you need to wait 6 months.
Yeah, that makes
so
sense.
you couldn't even do it.
No, it wouldn't
Like, it was
happen.
out of question.
But he gets traction.
It's impossible. But exactly.
People don't know the background.
That's why I'm going to wait till I can see that this is legit. All right, then
Before he
I might,
takes his.
before we even have that proper conversation about it. But again, I don't mind the dude. He can fight as well. But obviously,
yeah, he can
featherweight's
fight. Yeah.
a whole different beast, you know what I mean? But again, he's got to really, really show himself. Just getting in the testing pool's not enough. Like, even show me that you want to be in this featherweight division.
Yeah, agree. When you talk about lightweight, I know you've competed at lightweight back in the day, and even welterweight. Is that right?
Yeah, middleweight.
Middleweight.
Yeah.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
undefeated middleweight.
Oh, damn. Yeah, and undefeated as a boxer, too. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But, when I walked in first, I went, oh, you're bigger than I thought, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a tiny, small guy.
Look, man,
Ortega's big, but
Sure.
you're shorter, but you're stocky, But, the lightweights, and one of my co-hosts on the Fight Command goes, I'd like to see him go to lightweight. I'm like, you're out of your mind, man. Those guys are huge. I know you fought there before, but not in the UFC.
Yep.
You're talking about completely different. This is no disrespect
Yeah,
to any
yeah,
league you
100%,
fought in.
that's all good.
If it's not in the UFC, the UFC is a different animal. It's the NFL of mixed martial arts.
Yep.
So if you did in the UFC, then yeah, cool, man. Yeah, you can fight at lightweight. We've seen Max go up to lightweight. It's just a different fucking. You saw your close friend, training partner, probably my favorite fighter on the UFC roster, Izzy, go up to light heavyweight.
Yep.
There's a difference when you go up. I'm not saying you can't compete and beat those guys.
That's all good.
I wouldn't say that to you at all.
No.
I'm just saying, you know, you haven't competed there, you get there, you know, you look at Poirier, you look at Gaethje, you look at they're bigger dudes.
Yep.
Even though Oliveira's fought at 45, you know?
So that's and mate, you make 100%. You see a lot of people move up, and the biggest problem is the strength, power side, right?
Correct.
So this is where I'm gonna say my case.
Please.
Again, most of my training partners, believe it or not, are welterweights and lightweights. I don't train with too many people my size. I usually train with even UFC. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's funny because people are going, oh, this is different, but a lot of my training are UFC,
They're in the
lightweights,
caliber.
welterweights.
And
And
so
I mean,
you
no,
used to
they're
train
in the
with
UFC as
Oh,
well.
fuck,
So
yeah.
I train with a lot of these guys.
So you
and
know how you
always
stack
have.
up.
So I do, but and not just that. Usually, yeah, again, the strength and the power. So that's something that I have, being 214 pounds and things like that, and just the strength isn't a problem for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are going to say size, but I mean, everyone's taller than me. But I mean, when
don't
we
have a
talk
problem
about
with that,
strength,
no.
so if I do wall work, wrestling and all that, I am always going to wrestle lightweights and up.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to see me, you know, really, even when another good example, usually when we go to big gyms and you got, say, wall work, and they're going to split them. Lightweight under, lightweight up.
Small guys here.
They
big
put
guys
me
here.
on the,
Oh,
I
really?
usually with the lightweights up, or
wow.
you know what I mean, the welterweights, the middleweights, the light heavyweights.
Yeah.
Because when we talk about strength and obviously the body size, and I have that wrestling background, I do more than hold my own with the bigger
bet.
guys. I'm not doing this to my own horn. I just
No,
want
I
you
like-
to.
I like hearing
Yeah,
it.
I want you to understand. Like, again, the strength is where most people are gonna have problems, but that is something that I don't think I have problems with. The strength
Yeah, the strength.
of a lightweight
Yeah.
isn't a problem for me.
Yeah. Interesting.
Strength-wise.
Yes.
Then you're going to talk about power and them carry, you know, me
I
having
would
to
say,
carry that
I would say
weight.
size.
Exactly,
Right? Like
size.
For Izzy,
There you go. So there's different
Is
cases.
Izzy a better fighter than Jan? Like fundamentally,
No.
100%.
That was a weight, yeah.
I think
100%
he's a
weight
better
issue.
fighter.
Yeah,
It's a
100%
to me
weight
that was
issue.
just clearly a
Yep.
weight issue.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
I
better
agree.
fighter. So it's the weight there, but you know, some of the guys are bigger, some are not.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see it happen. I actually owe Brian Count an apology because he's
All
not
right.
going to fucking light heavy. There's no lightweight.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
no.
mate,
It's
look,
never happened.
Again, you look at me against the featherweights, and they look a lot bigger than me as well.
Yeah.
So I look like a small welterweight, lightweight. Featherweight. But the weight, it's again, I don't know what it is, but I'm a pretty dense dude and a pretty heavy
You have
set.
huge hands.
So yeah, actually,
His
they are.
giant hands. I don't know if you guys are noticing. His hands are. You can't stop staring at his hands.
So
They're giant fucking mitts.
I was talking about. Sorry, I forgot where I was going with that one.
You're talking about your strength,
I'm just
your size.
thinking of my big
Yeah,
hands
you got
now,
big
you know
hands,
what I
big
mean?
dick. Big hands, big dick. Anyways, but you.
You better get it out, you know what I mean? I was like, should I get
this
this
isn't
out too?
flagrant here, yeah. Yeah, that you got a case. I won't harp on it again. I just going from an outsider's perspective. That's my thing on lightweight. When you talk about, and we'll go eat out. I'll feed you after this. So if you're gonna fight lightweight, you're gonna want to eat this food. So
I know where I was going with that.
oh, where?
The weight. So
Yes,
so again,
the
I
weight.
might look smaller, but I guarantee you, I'm heavier than pretty much all the featherweights, or most of them.
You're a dense
I'm
dude.
a heavy type of guy. So
You're a
like
baby rhino.
well, yeah. So I will. We even did it with Dan Hooker. So we fought on the same night. I think I weighed the same, or if I don't know if I was more or the same as he did when he was at
When he was
lightweight.
at 55.
So at fight day. So
Yeah,
I'll
he's a
go in
tall
obviously.
55.
And he's I don't know how he gets to featherweight. That's
Nuts.
just crazy.
Nuts.
But I mean. Yeah, so I'll get to close to 170 or 168
Oh, shit.
or something like that. That's
You're a
fight
big
day.
dude. Oh, wow.
Fight day,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're a
So
big
I'll
ass
put
dude.
on a fair bit because again, it's a lot of it's water.
Yeah, but
just
still.
the muscle feels
Oh, you could
right out.
definitely
I'm-
fight at lightweight.
so
I
I'm-
apologize.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Sorry,
Don't have
you
to
too,
apologize.
Brian.
Hey,
You
mate,
too.
like
I'm
I
sorry,
said,
Brian.
I'm 5'6" if I'm lucky, so
Yeah,
I don't blame
man.
you for thinking that.
But we'll eat after
Come to
this.
a training room one time and I'll change your mind.
Yeah,
guarantee.
yeah, I'm down for that, man. Let's see what you got. Back in the day, used to be the original Thiccc Boy. Online, they said you're 240. And me and my boy Mark, and Mark knows fitness and
I
nutrition.
think Joe Rogan started that one. I think
240,
maybe,
maybe me and him,
240
because I was like, there's no way he was 240.
Yeah,
At your height, were you 240?
214.
214.
Yeah, 214
Still,
pounds.
and you're how tall?
5'6".
That's
Like
a-
I said, I don't even think I am.
Dude,
but I
that-
claim it.
yeah.
I claim 5'6", but
So let's say 5'5",
like I said, if I stretch up and I'm a bit
214.
loose,
Yeah.
5'6". Otherwise, yeah, probably 5'5".
Probably
But I mean,
5'5", 214.
Yeah.
That's
so you,
nuts,
I was,
dude.
I was as wide as I was tall.
Playing
you know what
rugby.
I mean? Like, yeah, but obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, just always thick. Like, the legs and everything was just thick.
Why were you so big?
I just like food.
Just eating?
I love food.
Just
That's
fucking,
what we're gonna eat.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna feed you, but just
that
eating
European
nonstop.
background, yeah, man. Just the shitloads of burek and bread and everything.
And you're like a fucking wild boar out there in the rugby field, just like this little tank.
Yeah, man. I was that hard to tackle when you're like you lower center of gravity and just an absolute.
You're like a
ball
little
and-
bowling
Yeah,
ball.
man. So it was quick play the balls. That was sort of my gig. Just run the ball, get good meters, and get a quick play the ball.
Yeah,
and kneecap people, take people's knees out when I'll tackle. So
oh, you're a problem.
Yeah, a lot of people hated me for that.
That makes sense. Well, we're not going to get to 214, but I guarantee you're going to get into a few pounds. So let me feed you
I couldn't get there anymore. That's something that it's funny. Through time, I just slowly, the metabolism just got me lower and lower. I probably couldn't get more than, 175 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or maybe, so 180.
Good for you. Well, you're not going to get to 180. This food's not terrible, but it's tasty. Let me feed you.
I love my food.
Let's go get it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's take a little break from chatting with the pound for pound number 2 man in the world, Alexander Volkanovski. Because, man, there's a lot going on in the NBA. Yep, the playoffs has started, and that means they're stepping it up a level. But you're going to step it up because if you enjoy the NBA, you need to get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. This week, new customers can bet $5 on any team to win and get 150 buckaroos in free bets instantly. You win no matter what. All DraftKings Sportsbook customers can also bet on NBA hoops with same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. Plus, each day of the first round, get a risk-free bet up to $10 if your same-game parlay doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use promo code Schaub, SCHAUB. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game during the first round of the playoffs and get $150 in free bets instantly. That's promo code Schaub, SCHAUB at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Now let's get back to the show. What kind of food is it? Would you say? Is it Mexican?
So it's Venezuelan. I'm Venezuelan Colombian, but Venezuelans hold it down on arepas. These are arepas. So basically, I take a blue corn masa, and I just round it out.
Masa
Is that like a bread?
Yeah,
or?
it's like a tortilla.
So the masa is gonna be, think of like a thicker corn tortilla.
Okay.
And then I split it down the middle, stuff it with cheese, sauce, carnitas, chicken tinga, chicken salad, or just cheese, and it's like a quesadilla.
Oh, I bet that's
And then I have something special because I hear we are on a carnivore diet.
Oh,
right now.
I was going to cheat for the champ on Easter Sunday.
I mean, we
It's
can
the
still
Lord's
cheat,
Day,
but
whatever you got.
I brought a ribeye. We're gonna
Oh,
throw
hell
a
yeah.
rib, we're gonna
fuck
throw a
yeah.
ribeye on the grill.
damn, thank you, man.
Yeah, cut that up and make a new arepa. That's a special right there.
Oh, I love it, man.
But yeah, let me show you guys.
Yeah, let's do it, mate.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
look good.
Yeah, so I mean, in tradition, the chicken salad is probably the most traditional one in Venezuela. It's called Reina Pepiada. It's basically a avocado-based chicken salad. Coriander, lime, avocado, and celery. Very simple. I use mozzarella cheese on all of them just because it has a better texture. It melts nicely, the saltiness of it. And then the salsa that I make is a guasacaca, which is a Venezuelan avocado-based salsa, but with my own take on it. Pepperoncinis, fresnos, jalapeno, lots of cilantro, avocado. It's more acid forward than heat. And then the carnitas, I do like a nice 16, 18 hours, depending on how big it is. Brace it, then I'll recook it with a secret sauce as well. And then once before I plate it, I put it on the griddle just to have like a nice crispy outer layer.
That's cool.
The chicken tinga, it's gonna be like a Chipotle style, tomato base, a little bit of smoky.
Yeah.
I've been saying
But
that
you
all
fancy
day.
yourself a chef too, right? People tell me you like to cook.
I like to cook. Yeah, I ain't no chef, but I love cooking. And yeah, so I've even got my own like a cooking channel. So I even do on my YouTube, social
I was
media.
just gonna
do my-
say, what's up with the cooking show from my man here?
Yeah.
You get down like that?
Yeah, man, I love it, mate. I love it. You know,
Really?
like I said, I'm not no,
Like what-
no
what-
chef
what-
or anything like that. But I mean,
But if I flew to Australia and you had me over for dinner, what are we eating?
we
Like,
eat
what's
the
your
barbecue,
specialty?
good steak, chicken wings, and things like that.
What do you guys call
Give me on the
barbecue?
cold
What do you guys
barbecue.
call barbecue out there though? Isn't it something different?
Barbecue?
Or is it just barbecue?
yeah, barbecue.
Act like you're from fucking Iraq. I'm like, what do they call it in Australia? Like,
Well,
barbecue,
like
dude? Yeah.
The coal barbecue, I like cooking over coal and things over the
Gotcha.
fire and things like that. But steaks. What do we cook? Barbecue, yeah? Yeah?
A Barbie.
Barbie.
That's what I was looking for.
it is.
Yeah,
Put another
Barbie.
shrimp on the Barbie.
Chopping there, that's the one.
let's
yeah.
move,
So I love cooking on a Barbie. That's something that I'll do.
You're a
A
grill
steak.
master.
Yeah,
And
I
you
don't
put that
mind
on
the
your
grill.
YouTube and all that?
Oh, look at this.
While we're thinking
Oh,
steaks,
thanks, dude.
Ribeye, Angus, grass-fed.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
been dry brine, pepper and salt only.
Amazing.
Just get that going.
I'm on this weird carnivore
sea,
diet.
I
I can
love
only
it.
eat red meat.
Well, let's see. I love a good sea.
So while we, I can show you guys real quick how.
One thing I've noted, like obviously I love it here in America, but cheese.
We
Cheese
like
on
cheese.
everything, huh?
That's why a lot of Americans.
Everything. It's like,
Well,
oh, no, yeah.
That's why Americans are fat, dude. Yeah.
I just mean but shitloads
No,
of
I
cheese.
see what you're saying, where you're alluding to.
It's
yeah,
like,
we're
oh, no,
big.
yeah, get this, cheese.
Eat cheese, a lot of cheese.
Get ice cream, fucking chuck cheese
Cheese on it. We'll get some cheese.
Everything,
ice cream.
just cheese.
A lot of cheese, a lot of ketchup here, and then the portions are big too.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's
Well, in
something.
Australia, I mean, yeah, you know.
Well, that's That's something I remember when I first came over here, my honeymoon with the wife. Well, we call entrees back home. Entrees are usually like starters. The starters in a. That's something you
Or
have before you.
appetizers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's your main meals here, isn't it? Like
The
your
entrees main meal, yeah.
So we got that wrong. So I'll sit there and I'll get a few entrees and all that, and I'm like, what the fuck's like?
About to be 214 again, my man.
Yeah, he's there, man. That was back in the 214 days.
When I went to Australia, what I thought was weird is I was on tour there. It's like 5-6 years ago. I went to Brisbane.
Brisbane, yeah.
Went to Brisbane, Sydney, Perth. Forget the other one. But when I would sit down, like seafood, you call them bugs.
Seafood, yeah, we're
They call
bound
them bugs.
main bugs.
Like
bugs.
even crab and like
Okay,
it
they
said
just say
bugs.
bugs. Okay, yeah.
Is that normal or is this just a weird restaurant?
Oh no,
Because I didn't want to eat them.
I'm thinking it could be. Like I said, there are a few bugs. We've got like Balmain bugs, and there's certain. I don't know what you guys would call them here, but
But they're
yeah,
from
I
the
don't know.
sea.
I'm
But
trying-
is that a thing in Australia? Like you refer to
Bugs?
crabs as bugs?
not
'Cause I was
really.
like,
Yeah,
it's-
is that yeah? Well, yeah, I know what they are. Like, yeah, I'm
Because
just saying, yeah. But
they're basically
I know we've got
spiders in the
certain-
sea.
yeah, I know we. Like I said, there's certain ones that I know about anyway, like Balmain bug, and there's a few of them like that. But yeah, but I mean, I can see it. Like I do see bugs on the menu sometimes. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, it made me sick. I didn't order it. And then the other thing
Have you
too,
ever had
that-
bugs before? Real bugs?
No, never. You?
Thailand, yeah, Thailand. You go to Thailand. Well, you got the crickets and not cockroaches. What is it?
Like
Huh? Locusts. There's crickets. I know there's crickets. I've had that. They're like dry nuts.
like deep fried?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a ton
yeah.
of protein in them. There's a movement
Yeah.
even here, especially with the hippies, like Whole Foods and shit here.
Okay, yeah.
They're like, you could get a bag of crickets.
Okay, yeah.
It didn't go well. I think they went belly up. The business
Well,
didn't
it's
go
not
well.
something that I'll
No,
enjoy.
I
But I
mean-
mean, it was like a dry nut, maybe, sort of.
I'm just gonna eat nuts though, you know?
Yeah, exactly
Instead
right,
of
yeah.
grasshoppers.
Yeah, I'll just eat some fucking chicken for protein.
But I
Not a
also went to a
fucking bug.
place and they had kangaroo on the menu.
Yeah, man, yeah. Legit.
I didn't know you can eat roo.
Well, with the coat of arms, we've got a kangaroo and an emu, and we eat both of them.
What do you mean coat of arms?
So that's on our like the emblem of Australia, like emblem.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
yeah. And you can eat both the animals on it.
There's a lot of kangaroos in Australia, so
Kangaroos
Yeah.
are like your deer here, right? Like deers are everywhere, so you can just kill them and eat them.
yeah. Well, deers, we actually get shitloads of deers as well. We've got shitloads of animals, man,
Oh,
and a lot of
dude.
animals that'll fuck you up.
You have all the animals. Yeah, all the animals.
A lot of small little animals that'll kill you in
But
seconds.
let's say at your house where you live, if your kids are playing in the backyard and a fucking roo jumps along, can you just take them out? Or is there rules against it?
Oh yeah, you're probably in trouble. Well, I don't live in the areas. I mean, honestly, you will get kangaroos that come like whenever we go like camping and all that. The kangaroos come right there, and they have attacked people. And you should see the size of some of them.
Oh, some are jacked.
They're like literally like close to your size,
Yeah.
and they may. I remember because I do a bit of hunting in that as well. But like you see them, and they're like got pecs and biceps.
Oh, they're jacked.
They're like this,
And they can fight.
and they just look at you like this, and they're just like little staunch cunts. Oh, sorry, excuse my language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fucking tough. What do you hunt out there?
Like pigs and deer and like just for meat and that. Yeah, I love my fishing and hunting and things like that.
Good for you, man.
Man, that looks good.
What are we thinking, fellas? Give me,
yeah, we didn't even
where
order
do you
it.
want to
Sorry,
try
man.
it first?
Where are you going?
I'll
It's a carnival,
do the
wouldn't it?
ribeye, but no, but
The ribeye's gonna be a little bit.
It's Easter, so I gotta cheat with the champ here.
Yeah.
I can't have you come in and I eat like an asshole. Which one do you recommend here? I think they're the only
I got
one might buy.
carnitas going right now. I got chicken tinga ready to roll if you guys want.
I'll probably do the carnitas.
The carnitas, yeah. No cheese, or you want to go
You
ahead
can
and
put
go all
some
the
cheese
way?
on that, yeah.
I'll try
Champ?
which one was that one again?
Chicken tinga.
Yeah, chicken
Yeah,
tinga.
let's do
What do
it.
you reckon? Yeah.
I mean, that's
I'm just trying to.
delicious,
You
man.
got that one. I thought I'd maybe
Yeah,
get the
mix it
other.
up. I mean, I'm not gonna eat all. We can share it.
Okay, we can do that.
You can have some ribeye if you want.
And the ribeye, you know, once it's done, I'll have that ready for you
Yeah,
guys
me
in a
too,
bit.
bro.
I love my steaks.
I've been on this carnivore. I'm down like 18 pounds.
Yeah.
If I don't watch my diet, I'm you back in the day.
Yeah?
Yeah, but not like a fun thick. Like, yeah, I'll get to 270 easily.
Yeah?
Easily, man. I gotta watch it. And on stage, it's not cool looking. I look like a.
So what with the carnivore? Like obviously I've heard about a fair bit about it. It's just fats and protein, right?
No, that's keto.
Oh, okay.
Carnivore is
Just meat.
red meat.
Just red meat.
all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
So like in the morning, I'll have like a ribeye.
So no salad, nothing.
No greens, nothing. You have
Okay.
multivitamin. And then I think like strict carnivore, they won't drink like Diet Coke or whiskey, but fuck that noise. I drink a ton of whiskey, ton of Diet Coke. I'm gonna have a heart attack, but I'm losing weight.
Well, there you go. That's it. That's what I always used to say. Like when people are like a bit funny with the sweeteners, you know, you get the
Yeah.
Diet Cokes and sweeteners.
Yeah.
They talk about, oh, you'll give you cancer. I was like going, okay, yeah, but I lose the weight. So
Yeah.
I'll worry about that later.
Thanks, brother.
Carnitas, yeah.
Thanks, sir.
You got it.
Shit.
That's pretty cool, man.
Looks like a cookie almost, eh?
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, did I hear you? Did you used to work with Scopa? Do you work with Scopa?
I work at Scopa.
Oh, you work at
Still
Scopa
there,
currently?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my
So,
favorite
like,
restaurant.
Yeah, man. I
They
you
got a
know,
good
stay
fucking
hustling,
steak
man.
there.
I
You
gotta.
guys are staying longer. Fuck.
That's
Yeah,
the spot,
Scopa's
though,
great.
for sure.
Yeah, I just got my whiskey there. I just talked to Pablo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's hitting the ground running right now with the rare character.
It's this restaurant. It's called Scopa Italian Roots. They don't have any signage or anything. Like the best bar. They have a secret speakeasy in the back with all like super exclusive whiskeys and drinks. They take your cell phone, and you can't have cell phones in there. It's so cool, man. And then to me,
Oh,
best
man, look at that cheese,
T-bone
mate.
in LA. But it's an Italian joint, so you wouldn't think that. But best T-bone in LA, man.
And that is
Venice is on the west
Venice.
side.
Yeah, well, I think we're
Did you go down to
going there,
Venice?
actually. We're going to go there soon.
Yeah,
But I'm going to be full now.
Venice is cool. Let's take another little break from chatting with the champ, my boy Alex, all the way from Australia. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. But man, paying down debt can be stressful, especially when you need to keep track of multiple monthly payment dates. If you're tired of juggling due dates, all right, you're trying to get your personal loan down, all right? That way you'll have just one due date a month. You want to get it down, man. So you only have one freaking due date a month. Credit Karma can help you find the best option for you. Credit Karma uses your credit data to find loan offers that are personalized to you, so you can have a better idea of what a loan amount you can get approved for. Credit Karma will even show you your chances of approval, so you can choose between loan offers that you're more likely to get approved for and apply with more confidence. You got this, man. Comparing loan offers on Credit Karma is 100% free. Won't affect your credit score. Don't worry about that. And you could save money, fam. Credit Karma. Apply with more confidence today. Ready to apply? Cool, man. Head to creditkarma.com/loan offers to see personalized offers. Go to creditkarma.com/loan offers to find the loan for you. That's creditkarma.com/loan offers. Now let's get back to the chat. All right, my man, let's try this Venezuelan
Let's get into it.
taco.
Oh, how do we do this? Pull it out like that? You
Yeah,
ripping it open?
it's gonna get messy.
Yeah, it is.
It's real messy. Very unique. The guy cooks out of the back of a El Camino. Usually I wouldn't trust it, but it's his thing.
All right. It's going to get messy.
Pretty goddamn good.
Oh, that is good.
It's nice, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's very nice.
Like, dude, If
very
we would have
nice.
been walking down the street and we saw a guy cooking tacos out of the back of his El Camino, you would never buy them, right? Ever. Like you're in Venice Beach, walking down, you see a guy cooking out of the back of his fucking Ford Focus. You wouldn't buy food from that guy. Look at us now, dude. You're here all the way from Australia, eating food out of the back of a
To be
car.
honest, I've made like I probably would, I've loved that.
That's your thing? You're a wild dude.
Well, like I said, I probably would, like especially in Thailand. Like I've done a lot in Thailand. Some of the carts that you've seen, and you look at the food, and you're like, that's been out for about 10 hours in this hot, humid weather.
Yeah, wet.
Nah, fuck it. We'll
Oh, really?
give it a
Try it?
crack anyway. Yeah.
Really?
So,
You spent
yeah,
a lot of
probably.
time in Thailand because you train out there?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Yeah, so Tiger Muay Thai, it was a big gym there. So I remember I did like tryouts there. That's where I sort of decided to take this full time, MMA full time. I went over there and did the tryouts, and we got a lot of coaches from there that they've actually got another gym in a different spot of Thailand.
What do you mean tryouts?
There was like Tiger Muay Thai tryouts, it's called. And what they did, they gave scholarships to fighters that were over there. And there's a lot of them. Who also? Dan Hooker was on there.
Oh, wow.
Cara France.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Who else?
Monster.
Like Ben Ewan. There's a few of them. There was a few guys that like
Monsters
yeah.
came out of there.
Yeah, man. It was again. They were great to us. It was like.
And at the
I spent a
time,
lot of
you
time.
were, what were you doing?
I was fighting, so I was still fighting, but I mean that was early in the career, and that was where I was like, I was
One
still,
foot in, one foot out?
Well, before then I was concreting, and doing all that as well, concreting and fighting. Where that was like, you know what, I'm going to take this on. So I went over there and got the scholarship, did a heap of training there, and yeah, that's pretty
But
incredible.
is it just stand up over there?
No,
They're not known for like wrestling
Well,
and
that's
jiu-jitsu, right?
well, my wrestling coach is there, like one of my wrestling coaches, like Frank Hickman, the Hickman brothers. They're
Yeah.
over there, and Izzy's like one of Izzy's coaches as well. You got Andre and Frank does a lot of us,
Oh,
a
wow.
lot of our wrestling. So they actually got big MMA gyms over there, and that's what a lot of people think. It's just Muay Thai, but they've got
That's
the
what I
Muay
thought.
Thai. They've got even K1 kickboxing type stuff, and then they've got heaps of jiu-jitsu.
Oh, wow.
And wrestling, but they've opened another gym, Bang Tao. It's called on the other side, very beachy vibe. And I'm actually going straight as soon as I get home. I'm home for one day, and I go to Thailand.
To do what?
So we're going to go there and because they're opening the gym over there, Bang Tao.
So you're going to the-
we're going to go there, do a bit of training, and I'm going to do a seminar over there. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it'd be cool.
How far
Take
of a
the
flight
family.
is that? Oh, the fam's coming
Take
with
the
you.
fams coming.
Yeah,
So we'll
thank
go there a
goodness.
little bit holiday and things like that. So it's going to be good. Yeah.
And how far of a flight is Sydney?
9
to-
hours, 9 hour flight.
Not horrible.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not
Better
horrible.
than coming over here. I think it's like 15 hours to. All up, it would have been close to 20 hours.
Yeah, because you got to
me
go
coming
from,
over here
usually you
before
go
this
from
fight.
here to Atlanta to Sydney. Is that your flight? That's usually how the hubs out of Atlanta. Dallas? Yes, Dallas or
Dallas.
Atlanta. Nightmare.
About 30 hours all up, and you go like
Including
random
the.
times and all that.
And then
It's
you include
nuts.
the delays and stuff like
And
that.
then,
It's a
you
fucking big
leave
day.
on a Sunday, you land in Australia on fucking Thursday or something. Like you miss
we
days
leave
all of a sudden.
Sunday, Tuesday morning.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Yeah.
we lose a day.
Yeah, appreciate
Mate.
he's coming, man.
That's something you got to look up as well. These videos went viral. Now the Tiger Muay Thai tryouts. So the Muay Thai, Muay Thai's they're like a different breed over there, the way they are, and it was bringing the MMA into Thailand. It's like they wanted to teach us a lesson too. So we did all different types of sessions. There was wrestling, grappling, and we did Muay Thai sessions, and they fucked us up.
You're trying to prove a point because that's
They
what that's
bashed
their
the
thing.
fuck out. Like,
Oh.
I got lucky, but some of the guys, like those guys with stitches, like
Jesus Christ.
busted ribs.
Yeah, they went hard on him.
Yeah, like mate, it went viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got plenty of that footage, and there was like nuts, and they did it like a few years in a row, and it ended up they've done like 3 or 4 different tryouts, and it became a thing where they were like, all right.
Muay Thai.
It was a big hit the first time where
Yeah.
we fucked everyone up, so now we're just gonna fuck people up every time.
It's just a thing.
That's the thing now. So every time there's a tryout, they just go all out, and I mean like.
God, and they light these.
Well, they
boys
test
up.
you. They'll be like, "Oh, let's see how their heart goes." So, I was saying, yeah, like I said, there was people getting smashed into windows, smashed over like cages that had like like metal cages, and mate, you watch it and you're like, "Oh, is this
It's
legit?"
insane.
Crazy. I was
Yeah.
lucky. I'm sitting there hitting pads because I had Roger Huerta
Oh
doing the
yeah,
pads for
Roger's
me.
great. Yeah.
So he felt bad. So I had him, and he felt bad. And I'm just looking over my shoulder. I'm seeing people getting like dropped on the floor and shit. I'm like, what's going on here, man? And the videos came out, and it was just
So
absolute
it's
chaos.
Muay Thai day, bro. It's Muay Thai day.
Yeah.
Guys are getting fucked up. For you, fill in the gap for me here. So you're playing rugby, right? Mm-hmm. At what level are we talking about here? Like pro? Like I don't know Australian.
Semi-pro. So no,
Which
not the highest level.
Semi-pro means what? Like are you
So
getting paid?
I was still getting paid, but I mean it was more like a local, you know, and I did like a lot of representative and things like, but never at the top. So it was.
But you were a badass at semi-pro.
I was okay. I did all right, but I mean,
didn't
it was,
you win like basically like MVP of the league and all that?
Yeah,
shit?
yeah. It was, I got player of the year.
So
and-
couldn't you player of the year at
Like won
semi-pro?
grand
So
finals
didn't you
and-
think you could get to the next level, like an actual pro rugby player?
I did, but I mean, my last year of football, I had a few fights, and I've always loved martial arts. Always loved martial arts, and it's big. You know, me being Macedonian and Greek, my family, that's all they ever talked about. You know, punch-ons and things like that. They love it. So it's always been big. It's always something I wanted to do, and I just thought, you know what, I did it to stay fit in between my footy season. I just loved it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have a couple of fights. So my last year of football, I had a few fights. I think I had like 3 or 4 fights. In that 1 year, I knocked everyone out probably with not even a round. So I went pro without even a round experience.
Oh damn!
So things went really well. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, I'm
Got
going
a
to give this a
knack for
crack.
it.
Yeah, so we went there, won the comp. I got man of the match, scored a try, and I'm like, you know what, I'll finish this on a good. I didn't think I was going to make it to the top.
Was it your passion? Like, is that what you want to do?
Not
originally?
like MMA is my passion,
Yeah.
nowhere near. So now,
Okay.
like I would have thought maybe then, but I mean, compared to MMA and
Yeah.
how I am with MMA,
Yeah,
nothing.
Different.
Nothing. Yeah, like totally different. This is.
and it wasn't
I
hard.
was meant to be.
Clearly
doing what I'm doing.
Clearly,
You know,
you couldn't be
yeah.
this good if you weren't meant to do
Yeah.
it. You know, was it hard for you to leave that gig because you were doing it for so long?
No, it wasn't hard. A lot of people thought I was mad because again, I was pretty handy at football,
Yeah.
like rugby league. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're mad? Why are you doing that?" I was like, I just feel like I can do better.
Something else.
Like I said, if I'm not at the top, that's not good enough for me.
Yeah,
So because again, if you haven't made it by 22, you know, you're probably not going to make it. You know,
Yeah,
it's
you
probably
know.
a lie. I'm sure there's people that proved me wrong,
The
but you know what I
exceptions,
mean?
but
Exactly.
yeah.
So I started MMA at 22 years old.
which I mean, you know,
You would have started pretty.
I started like
done
at
NFL.
26. Yeah, because I was
Yeah?
playing football.
Okay, yeah.
American football. I
Did you
started
do
at
any other
26.
training before that?
I would do jiu-jitsu in college, like just to stay in shape for the season, but no, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was something.
Similar.
Yeah, I started late and I know, man, just again had a few fights that went well. I was like, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing.
And thank God you did. Look
Yeah,
at you now,
exactly.
man.
Thank God I did.
You on pound for pound freaking goat list. I've been talking for a while now, so I know it's hot in here. So I'll end this pretty soon. Here. I know you guys got to get going. But so just going back to things. So for you in a perfect world, obviously you didn't get touched this last fight, and you want to fight perfect world. How many times this year?
3. I've been saying I want
Wow.
3 this year. So man, I haven't been able to
Which
stay
would be
busy.
unheard of, though,
Yeah.
right? Especially as a champ, 3. I
Well,
hope you do, but
Yeah, well, that's what I want because they were looking at going to Australia in August, and I thought, you know, if I go do early August, and then I can try and fit one in December as well, because again, this through the lockdowns, and I've only had like last year, I only had the one. The year before that, I only had the one fight as well.
you want to be active.
I want to be active, man. I'm
Yeah.
not young forever.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm still at my peak. I've still got plenty of time, but I want to make as much money as I can while I'm here. You know, this legacy that you talk about, you know, make that legacy, you got to go do work. So
Yep.
I plan on doing plenty of work this year. Confidence is on a whole nother high, and
Yeah, it should be.
you know what I mean? And just
Yeah.
so give me whoever,
Yeah.
whatever fight makes sense. I'll let my team and UFC have that conversation.
Yep.
And I'll just go out there, do my thing, and
Yep.
keep racking up these W's and leave that legacy.
Yeah, you're doing the damn thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll end on this. As far as your training partner, Izzy, how do you see it goes down for him, right? So, you know, the guy that jumped up to 205, tough night in the office, but, you know, I don't think it took any shine off of him.
No.
I think if they don't, they're idiots. I think people should appreciate him taking that risk,
Exactly
which is
right.
insane. Fighting a guy's basically my size, 240 pounds. Didn't work out for him. All good. Goes back, destroys at middleweight. You and him are similar, though, if you look at the divisions. There's not a lot for him there, man. There's really not. Like, he's going to need some guys to, as you said, prove themselves to become contenders. They're trying with the guy who beat him in Glory. You know, he has a ways to go.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
You know, he has to get
They're
through
trying to
Sean.
push him quick, too.
Yeah, they're trying to push him, you know, because the narrative there, you could build it. Oh, he beat him in kickboxing, which we know MMA is a completely different animal, especially how much better Izzy is now. So it's like, you know, they got to hope that kid gets through Sean Strickland, which is a very tough fight for him. And then you got to get through the likes of Vittori and Whitaker, so that's a ways away. So Izzy's kind of in the same spot you are, where, you know, the Ken and Air fight. You know, and I like Canelo, great fighter. I'm just saying, as far as business-wise, you know, it's not going to blow anybody's hair back. That's not Canelo's a great fighter. I'm just saying market value.
Yep.
So he's a little bit similar. You guys are kind of a similar spot.
Yep.
You have more options than he does, I should say. I think for him it's tough, man. Because he's beat everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a time thing as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we could have this conversation in a month's time, and we could.
There's new, yeah,
a completely different conversation.
Yeah, you're right.
Purely because of what someone's doing. So that's where I'm at with my division. All I can really talk about is my division. In my division, these guys, there's so many guys that are a fight away. They go out there and have a big win over a top guy. Everyone's fucking raving on about him. Everyone's screaming their name. Everyone's like, this is a guy, he's going to smash Alex right, and they'll shut him up every time. You know, that's what I plan on doing.
Yeah.
So it's just a timing thing, you know what I mean? And I think that's just a situation that he's sort of in as well. Obviously, because he's pretty active too. So he goes in.
He wants to be
how many?
active too.
Well, he has. Yeah, he stays active. He's had a few title fights in the short time he's been champion. So, you know, that's why right now it might seem that way. Obviously, Ken and Air had a big win.
Yeah, great.
But I mean,
fighter,
again,
man.
like it's just you got Sean Strickland, a couple of guys that one big win.
They're right there.
Then this is a big fight. You know, same as mine. Like again, Rodriguez and Ortega. I think that's happening.
Yep.
And soon. And you know, that's a big fight. Obviously, I've just beat Ortega, so it'd be hard for that one. But I mean, wins that. You know, I'm sure
the next guy,
everyone's going to be. You got you got Max, obviously.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm talking about the lightweight. You got these options. You got Henry Cejudo's name getting thrown out there. Like again, am I taking serious? No, but
not yet.
there's still options.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor again, that would be a great one. So there's still certain things, but I want to be active. So it's just got to be the right fight. And again, I just had a fight that sort of had to, because Max got injured.
had to.
Well, who else? Who was there?
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to tick someone like Zombie off.
Yeah.
Legend of the division, all that.
Yeah,
a fight that I always wanted. Tick that off the list, but I don't want to have to do that again.
No.
I want there to be a clear guy.
Yeah.
So we'll just see what happens.
Well, I think either way, I mean, you got great options, man. Like, we just covered. You got, 4 phenomenal options.
It's good options. It's just, again, I want to be active. Me being active that's where you're like, maybe I've got to wait a couple more months than I want to.
You just got,
because then I'll have a clear
timing.
answer, you know what I mean?
Man.
So that's the only situation I'm on, because I want to be active, but if it doesn't work out, I can't just have a fight for
No,
no
just
reason.
to do it,
So
yeah.
Maybe it does wait, but that's my plans.
Yep.
Perfect world, as you said, 3 fights this year.
Yep. Well, I hope it happens, man. I can't thank you enough for spending your Easter Sunday with me and sweating here in the Thiccc Boy Studios. Hopefully you enjoyed your Venezuelan
Mate, it's
taco,
good.
also known as a gordita, where I come from. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. I wish you the best of luck. Anytime you're in the States, you got to hit me up, dude.
Yep, cheers,
the
man.
champ,
Thank you.
everybody. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Big, super thick, from my wallet to my check. I don't want it if it's skinny, but I need it if it's thick. Need a thick girl for the thick boy. I need everything I get super thick.